Consequences of indifference. My topic today. Welcome everyone to my channel YouTube Sergio Cayo Perez, and invite you to subscribe, click on the bell in order to open the notification for the coming videos. Thursday, November 19, 2020. We pray for those who are being departed, especially our loved ones, but also we pray for those who are sick and any kind of illnesses, especially for the COVID-19, that we find the solution very soon. But also we pray for those who are in the catastrophe for the hurricanes, have been destroyed the houses and many lives have been lost. We pray for the generosity of people to cooperate to rebuild these places. Indifference or apathy is at stake in which we don't care or don't take action or something happening around us. People who are indifferent can be seen as a cold, aloof, disinterested, unmotivated, and lacking in passion. There may be several reasons for indifference. One cause may be that we are overstimulated, which is easy to happen in today's culture. We receive information on our cell phones, constantly in our cell phones, and from all our friends instantly on time of day or night. We are bombarded with horrible news from around the world and the very moment it occurs. In TV, we can watch crime shows all day long showing the terrible things that happen with the people to do each other. All of this information can be somewhat traumatic and so maybe shut down emotionally, mentally as a coping mechanism. Indifference may occur when the problems of our lives, our families, our communities, our country, and around the world may seem overwhelming, that we feel quite powerless to do anything about them. This means that even when we notice that is going on around us, we may feel unable to make a difference. Instead of trying, we simply shrug our shoulders and move on. There can be ground out by standards effects causing indifference, and when we see others being indifferent and apathetic, then we may be tempted to go along with the crowd. But the opposite may also be true. The worst standing place for our car to break down is on the side of the freeway during the rush hour, because hundreds of people will pass us by thinking to themselves, somebody else will stop and help. Or they may think, I'm not going to stop because nobody else is stopping. Whole parishes, schools, and communities can become apathetic or indifferent as a group. Apathy and indifferences are contagious. That was happening for us today, that we reflected about something else for Christians, no Christians, Catholic, no Catholics, believers, no believers. That is impact for all of us. Don't be indifferent. There are consequences for the indifference, because when you don't do anything or you stop to doing something, many people will suffer too. That will happen in Jesus' time when he drew near to Jerusalem, his other city, and went outside saying, of this day, you only knew that what makes the peace, but now it's hidden from your eyes. Jesus was whipped. Why? Because of the differences. The indifference for many people that doesn't accept him, doesn't accept the good news, the peace, the forgiveness, the good relationship. It is hard to know exactly what Jesus knew about the future of the people of Jerusalem, but we do know from this passage that his knowledge made him weep in sorrow. Here are a few points on which to meditate. First, it is important to see the image of Jesus weeping. To say that Jesus wept implies that this was not simply some small sadness or disappointment. Rather, it implies that very deep sorrow that moved him to very real tears. So start with that image and let it skin him. Second, Jesus was weeping over Jerusalem because as he approached him, had a good view of the city. He immediately became aware of the fact that so many people will reject him and his visit. He came to bring them the gift of the eternal salvation, the peace, the love, the communion and the communities, the unity in the society, the restoration of the human dignity. But they rejected, and sadly some ignored Jesus out of indifference while others were infuriated him and sought his death. Third, Jesus was not only weeping over Jerusalem, he was also weeping over all people, especially those who his future family of faith. We wept in particular, Jesus wept in particular, at the lack of faith that he could see so many would have. Jesus was keenly aware of this fact and it grieved him deeply. Today we have the chance and opportunity to change this kind of reality and difference of many people who also pay attention of what happened in the cell phone or the TV. Today you and me, we have the opportunity to change and transform our lives and make something important, remarkable for people. Not only monetary, but also praying for them and taking action to console some people, maybe to visit some neighbor who is alone, or maybe to stay with your family and spend quality of time with them. But also my request today is to help us that we can help many other people who are suffering this kind of indifference and trying to look in some kind of help. We need to hire people who is respected in these areas, but your donation will make this possible. Go to our website, pilgrimsocharity.com, and do the donation right away. Also, your time and talent is very remarkable for us. When you do this donation with your time, talents, or treasure, you are giving a second chance to people to transform their life, and they that deserve a kind of bright future. I'm praying for you, pray for me. May God bless you.